over the last sort of 40 or 50 years, there's been a proliferation of mergers and acquisitions activity, and it has resulted in firms getting larger, becoming more broad-based, more generalist, very multinational. Client choice was being limited such that you've got really 3 or 4 truly global players. When you looked at investment banking over a 25-plus year period, there's been an emergence of what were called global super boutiques. And these firms went narrow and deep, they specialized, and their core strategy was around talent acquisition, and they were able to go up against the big 3 in their sector and win. And over a 25-year period, they became, and still are, the most successful firms in their sector in terms of organic revenue growth.
And as we looked at the insurance broking landscape, we felt that there was a clear gap. Perhaps we could approach it in a different way and focus on just acquiring talent, individual talent or small groups of people. If you look at the large companies, they have acquired all of what would have originally been somewhat specialty brokers. They're all gone, they're all merged. And we certainly felt that we could create our own culture, a McGill & Partners culture.
The specialty broker that would be completely different both by design, operationally, strategically and culturally. If you can go out and you can attract the very best talent in the marketplace, and you can create a platform that enables that talent to do what they like doing, which is focusing on clients, then success will follow.
As we were going through the planning of the business, in September 2018, the biggest broker in the world, Marsh & McLennan, bought the biggest specialty broker in the world, Jardine Lloyd Thompson. As a result of that move, John Lloyd, who was one of the original founders of Lloyd Thompson that came together to create JLT, immediately, on principle, resigned from JLT.
Steve offered the most compelling proposition, creating a specialist firm, which was not simply a London-based broker, but a global business. I shared his view that the opportunity to build something from scratch was extremely appealing.
We spent 18 months talking to potential financial sponsors, and our view was that the best financial sponsor in the world for building this business and partnering with us was Warburg Pincus, the oldest and one of the most successful private equity firms in the world. We agreed the deal to start building the firm. And in the summer of 2019, we managed to negotiate with Marsh & McLennan the opportunity to carve out a number of colleagues who did not want to be part of the Marsh & McLennan journey.
We got approximately 70 people to join McGill & Partners, which was great, and really got McGill & Partners going. So it was a tremendous step for us to take anyway, and it became even more fortuitous with the advent of COVID-19. We want top-class talent, and it certainly wasn't easy when we started in our first year, 2-3 years. Going to meet people and they're going like, McGill and who? Which partners? How many have you got? Who are they? How are you attracting people? So we had to do things differently.
So in order to be successful and create a model that could go up against competition in the bigger brokers, we wanted to create a very narrow but very deep expertise, focusing on larger, more complex clients. We wanted to challenge the way the brokers operated, and that led us to create a single P&L platform, both across insurance, reinsurance, across all specialties, and across all geographies, and effectively create an environment that enables people to collaborate, to work together, to thrive. And when I say thrive, not just thrive as individuals, but enable the firm to thrive and to flourish.
It really is great to have a completely clean sheet of paper on which to plot and plan from. So we went straight to cloud-based. Again, turned out to be an incredibly fortuitous in terms of the day we went into lockdown. We were open for business, but you have to have a robust system. You have to have operational excellence that allows you to leverage that across the world. And that's why we picked Salesforce. They're world-class in what they do. They're a great tech partner.
It was a bit of a no-brainer partnering up with Salesforce, who effectively are turbocharging our technology capabilities in a way that's going to be really very, very powerful. There's a proposition that we're building out called Underscore that is I would say, the most exciting digital broking technology strategy that's existed in this market ever. And it's just a part of our armory that we're incredibly excited about.
Culture is incredibly important for the firm. We didn't want to import any existing culture from any other firm. We wanted to create something which was completely unique. We're not looking to box people in. We're actually encouraging them to work across lines, create blurred lines, work across teams. And that in and of itself helps promote innovation. It promotes lateral thinking, teamwork, problem solving.
Our colleagues, our people, are the fundamental keystone to McGill & Partners. We want people with opinions. We want people with ideas. We want people that go, you know what, let's not go left, let's go right. Let's try something different. Let's try something innovative. And when you feel that enthusiasm, that courageous, tenacious type of approach coming across, the momentum happens, the mojo happens, and the whole thing starts to gel together fantastically. I would say integrity is key. That is very, very important across the firm, and that is a must.
From top to bottom in this firm, everybody is a shareholder, and that has significant added value. At the end of the day, this is a people's business. Our assets are our people, and the reality is that to retain those people, we continue to keep a complete focus on the positivity of the culture.
We wanted to develop a colleague value proposition that was the most compelling that the industry has ever seen. And we created what we called the contract of trust. It's a two-way agreement, and we wanted to give an incredible amount of flexibility around the way we work and the way we reward, so that we can have a highly motivated workforce that's excited to be a part of a unique firm like McGill & Partners.
Our prospects and our clients, they see how we work together. They see that we're seamless as a firm with the brilliant people we have. So looking at the profile of the business that's come to us so far, it's a wide blend. Some of the largest food and beverage companies in the world, some large of the pharmaceutical companies in the world, probably most of the large gold mining entities around the world. So we do a lot for a lot of different industry groups, but the common thread is complex risk, difficult to place risk, because that's what our brokers love to do.
And when you actually really handpick the talent and you have the right level of expertise and specialization, you can do extraordinary things.
So when we talk about writing the book, we see our firm as being a completely new and innovative and different story in the insurance specialty broking industry. And it isn't just about now, it isn't about next week or next month or next year. There is an opportunity for everyone who comes into this firm. Everyone has the opportunity to contribute to the ultimate story of McGill & Partners.
We are in this to build something that can be passed on to the next generation. And we feel confident that we can do that.
You know, what we've achieved is incredible. When we did the analysis, the number of startups in the UK and the US was 3,850,000 firms. in 2019, the year before the global pandemic, how many of those firms got sophisticated investment from private equity or venture capital organizations? And then how many of those firms actually managed to get at least 250 million of capital raised from these firms? And then how many of these built global businesses organically with revenues of over $150 million a year after the pandemic? 2 in the US and 1 in Britain. McGill & Partners is the firm in Britain, I'm proud to say, and the 2 others in the US, one is Kim Kardashian's Skims brand, and another is a tech startup in San Francisco called Remote. They hit the jackpot around remote workers, which they launched before a pandemic when everybody went into remote working. We are going to be listed in the Financial Times top 1,000 fastest growing companies in Europe. But I think it's what the next generation of leaders are going to achieve over the next 10, 20 years that also is incredibly exciting.
We talk about writing the book, and I think everyone who has joined the firm has contributed to the story that we are telling. I think there is phenomenal opportunity for this firm. There's phenomenal opportunity for the people in this firm. We really are going against the grain. We really are doing something very, very different.
There's a degree of excitement about what we can achieve. The reality is that this is a very special business with very special people, and I'm very proud to be associated with it.
We hope that we've created something that everybody will feel a part of, that everybody can feel that they can contribute to, that everybody feels that sense of ownership. It's a very exciting future. There are no limitations to what we can do, and we do it as a team.
You know, I have felt so much lighter since coming to work here. It's just, I've been able to sort of become more of who I am as a corporate employee.
When you're surrounded by people that believe in the mission, believe in you, and support and trust that you're going to do the best that you can do every day, that creates a unbreakable kind of bond within the firm. I'm really excited to be part of it.
We get to be creative. It's a tremendous opportunity, and until the insurance industry catches up, which I highly doubt it will, McGill & Partners will continue to be the place that I see my career growing.